package be delivered to me early this morning. It's from Baldwin. Baldwin is one of my favorite clothing brands, and they just had their winter sale, so of course I had to get some things. I only got 3 things, 2 dresses and a sweater. I love Baldwin dresses so much, so I always try to pick something up during the sale. The only bad thing though about shopping the sale is you cannot return them. So I am hoping that these fit me. I already see one of the things that I got. This is the one that I'm a little bit worried may not fit me because I did not get my usual size in it. But it's super cute. I'll try that on. This is the Adelie dress, and I do wish I had sized down one, but I think I can work with this. And I live for an interesting neckline. I love anything that has a collar. I also got the Vivelle cardigan in the gray, and this one had such a good discount on it, and it's 70% wool, 30% cashmere, which you just cannot beat that composition. Very happy with that. I might wear that today. Oh, this is very cute. I do love this square neckline and these cap sleeves. It is really long. It goes straight down to my ankles, but I kind of like that because the chest is so revealing. The quality of this cardigan is really nice. It's not thin at all, and it's super soft. When it comes to sweaters, I try to be really mindful about the fabric. I don't love majority wool because it can be very scratchy, but wool plus 30% cashmere is a good mix. And the gray sweater looks like this. I can't express how soft this fabric is, and that's what I got from the Baldwin sale. I'm gonna go to the grocery store because I need to buy yogurt. I need to buy more Grillo's pickles, and just some snack stuff. I also kind of want to get a frozen pizza, or maybe I'll order myself pizza tonight. Look. I also finished Down the Drain by Julia Fox last night. I listened to it on audiobook and I really enjoyed it. I feel like now I'm gonna get into audiobooks. I was never able to before, so if you have any recommendations for me, please let me know. I feel like listening to an audiobook is better for me than listening to music, like on a walk or driving. I'm also still reading The Pearl by John Steinbeck. I think I'm about 50 pages in, so I probably can finish that today. I am enjoying it. It's quite sad though. As for perfume, I don't wear this often, but Bianco Latte. I've been into this lately. I'm gonna try to film in public, but no guarantee. This sounds so good. Oh my god. I'm back. I got a magnesium bath salt soak just because my shoulders have been hurting lately. And this giant thing was so cheap. It was about $5. I got these pajamas from Dr. Althea. I think they're so cute. I love the like butter yellow and the blue together. I'm so happy to have these. I just took my magnesium bath. I put on my favorite body oil that smells like Bianco Latte. I just want to chill for the rest of the evening, and I definitely want to finish The Pearl by John Steinbeck today. Really enjoying The Pearl by John Steinbeck. If you don't know, it's a story about a fisherman, his wife, and his son. I don't know if I should call her his wife because they discuss getting married. But anyways, their son gets bit by a scorpion and they go to see a doctor, and the doctor basically turns them away. They don't have any money. They go fishing one day and they find a pearl, like the pearl of pearls. They're about to be set for life. Of course, word spreads in the village. Everyone knows that Kino, he has this pearl. This little family believes that their lives are about to change. They can get their son treated and save him. They can send him to school. But of course, they're in possession of this pearl that's worth a lot of money. So other people have eyes on them. They have their own plans. And it seems that instead of this pearl bringing them prosperity, it's bringing them a lot of troubles, actually. I'm enjoying it. Hopefully I can finish it today. Okay. Benson? I just finished The Pearl by John Steinbeck. That was quite sad. Compared to Steinbeck's other books I've read, this one he wrote in this fable-like manner. It's almost like you're reading a fairy tale, although a very sad one. Yeah, I enjoyed it. There was one part where the main character's wife was talking about like men and like the male mind that I found kind of annoying, to be honest. Besides that, I really enjoyed it. It is a fable-like story about greed and how we may want things that we don't need. It also shows how when one person meets great success and fortune, they garner a lot of enemies, unfortunately. But yeah, Steinbeck does it again. I'm going to get ready for bed now. Oh, let's pick my next read. This time I'm not going to ask Instagram. I'm thinking I want to pick one fiction book and one nonfiction book. And I already have something in mind. I want to go with Daughter by Claudia Dey. And then for my nonfiction, I'm torn between Doppelganger and this collection of James Baldwin stories. We have The Fire Next Time, Nobody Knows My Name, No Name in the Street, and The Devil Finds Work. So these are 4 books in one. You know what? I love James Baldwin. And I have not read a book by him in a while, so let's go with this. I have heard great things about Doppelganger though. Also, I absolutely love this edition that I got. So I don't technically have to read all 4. I think I'm gonna read The Fire Next Time first. These are my next 2 picks, which I will start probably tomorrow if I have time. You guys told me to try the cold brew coffee flavor on my last video, so I went and got some. I like the color. The raspberry with the cold brew coffee flavor is so good. Hello? I got a new mic. How is the sound? I put on red mascara today, What do you guys think? Can you see it? It's from Chanel. Let me find it. It's their Noir Allure number 47 Rouge Intense. It's the mascara that has like a clicky. They have blue, purple. They have a pastel lilac color and then like the typical black. It's pretty good. It's a clumpy, dry mascara, which I actually prefer. I'm gonna go for a walk right now and I'm really tempted to put on that Hansel and Gretel perfume, but I think I should test them live for TikTok. Not live. So I'm just gonna wear another perfume today. Let's do Musk Infini from Ex Nihilo. This is such a nice vanilla but clean girl scent. I love it, and it also lasts for ages. I think it's my favorite Ex Nihilo scent. It smells so good. I'm eating my leftover pizza. This time I got the chips instead of the spears. I've never had the chips. These are better than the spears. The crinkly crunch. I'm gonna start reading Daughter by Claudia Dey. I'm hooked. I got asked a lot in one of my previous videos how I take notes while reading. First of all, I don't always take notes while reading. Sometimes I feel like it's just not necessary for certain books. For example, I didn't take notes when I read The Pearl by John Steinbeck. Also, sometimes I just don't feel like taking notes. However, because I'm giving reviews online, I do like to take notes just so I can give better reviews and be more thorough. And it's just easier to summarize my thoughts that way. I don't have any set note-taking routine. I just write down anything I find important or anything that I liked. For example, just now, I wrote down all the characters in Daughter, their names, and also their relationship to the main character, Mona. And then I also wrote down any key things that the main character said. For example, she says that her half-sister, Eva, announced her estrangement to her. She also said that her father, Paul, wrote a novel called Daughter. Maybe that's important because this book is called Daughter. Besides that, I'm not doing anything fancy because at the end of the day, I'm reading for enjoyment. I'm not trying to ruin reading for myself. I also got a lot of questions about where this notebook is from. This is from Paper Republic. It came in a bundle. I think it was like the artist's bundle because this notebook is not actually for writing. As you can see, this is one page right here. It's almost like cardstock. It's for painting or doodling, which is also why you can rip out the pages very easily. The other like writer's bundle, the planner bundle, they were sold out at the time. Even though I'm horrible at drawing, I don't enjoy drawing, I still found a use for this notebook. I'm going to continue reading Daughter. So far, what I can say is I really like the writing style and I am very intrigued by where the story is going to go. I just cut my bangs and I look honestly terrifying. They grow so fast. I have to cut them like once every 2 weeks. I'm still growing out these side pieces. So my bangs used to be quite wider, and the last hairstylist I went to, she told me I should grow out these pieces and make my bangs more narrow. So that explains these chunky pieces here on the side. They've grown quite fast though. But yeah, they do look a bit ridiculous. I just try to tuck them back usually. I'm gonna take off my makeup now. This candle Amande is one of the best candles from Diptyque I've ever smelled. It smells so good, guys. It smells like an almond croissant plus iris. Back from my workout. I'm gonna go donate nuts and this is probably structured, so it's not like I'm like walking around like this. Not that was a bad, but like I just want to have a taste of this. This is gooey butter cake, cream cheese ice cream layered with crumbles of vanilla cake and a swirl of caramel butterscotch sauce. Wow. I'm trying the honey and apricot flavor today. Well, that was delicious. Okay, I am not far into Daughter at all, but I am hooked, guys. First of all, Claudia Dey has a very compulsive writing style. It makes you want to keep reading and not put down the story. Obviously, this book is called Daughter, so we're focusing on the father-daughter dynamic, and also I think a little bit of the mother-daughter dynamic. So our main character, her name is Mona, and she is a playwright, I think also actor. Her father is Paul, and throughout the story, she refers to him as Paul. He is an acclaimed writer. I think Mona calls him a titan of a writer. And of course, Mona is also trying to be a writer, and she feels that she can never live up to this titan. At some point, her father had remarried to another woman named Cherry. And then through that marriage, Mona gets a half-sister whose name is Eva. Mona also has another sister, but I don't think we see much of her, or I haven't yet. At the very beginning of the book, we learn that Eva has cut ties with Mona. There is some tension there. Mona's father, Paul, has a mistress, or he has an affair with a woman named Lee. Because of Paul's affair with Lee, Paul and Mona grow quite close because Paul confides in his daughter Mona. They essentially grow closer and bond because they're sharing the secret of Paul's affair. Paul seems to have this like power over the woman in his life, his wife, his daughters, also women he doesn't even know, the woman he passes on the street. It seems he's a very charismatic man and he's had a lot of success. He published this book called Daughter. Even though this book is not plot driven, it's more introspective, like focusing on how the characters feel and their interactions. I feel compelled to just keep turning the pages. I'm like, what's gonna happen? I'm invested. Vincent! Hello. I also want to mention the audiobook I started listening to. It's called This Here Flesh by Cole Arthur Riley, and it is read by the author herself. This is a nonfiction book. This was recommended to me by Hannah's Reading Again. I believe her username is the same on TikTok and Instagram. She has a lot of great nonfiction recommendations. This book is difficult to talk about concisely because she goes over a myriad of topics. I want to say in its entirety, I would call it contemplations. For example, she contemplates like spirituality, the hierarchy of spirituality. She talks about the white portrayal of God and how that has affected her as a Black person living in America and as a person with faith herself. She contemplates self-worth, place, and belonging. She also quotes Toni Morrison, James Baldwin, Audre Lorde, kind of giving context to those pieces that she's quoting. I will say, I don't think I'm a particularly spiritual person. However, I do really enjoy her writing. It's very powerful and poetic. Listening to it be read in her own voice just lends it even more impact, I feel. I also really liked this passage. It's quite long. I've accepted that the whole of my life will be a pilgrimage toward the sound of the genuine in me. This may sound troubling to those who've been conditioned to believe that our journey is to God and God alone, but I say the two paths are one. My journey to the truth of God cannot be parsed from my journey to the truth of who I am. A fidelity to the true self is a fidelity to truth. I won't apologize for this. I'm really enjoying that, and I have found that I really enjoy listening to audiobooks while driving, while walking. It's just such a good use of that time.